Hello, everybody. It is a week away from Christmas, and I'm baking some cookies. My grandmother passed away this past year, so I'm wearing her apron, and we're going to be making some of her cookies this year. So, cookie number one is going to be German rock cookies. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is cut up some pitted dates, and you need 2 bags of these, so a pound of pitted dates. Let's chop those up. Okay, I have 1 bag chopped up. Now we're going to do the other bag, but I wanted to show you how I'm chopping them up. They're very sticky, so I cut them in half, and then I'm going to put them together and then cut them in fourths and then chop them up. Another thing, you're going to find hard ones. Don't use those. Don't use those, okay? Use the softer ones. Softer. Also, even though it says pitted, you will find some pits. So just be careful you don't put them in with your goody stuff. Okay, I put this in a bigger bowl because we're going to add a ½ pound of chopped walnuts, which is 16 pounds. So this is, 16 ounces. So this is 8 ounces. So going in with that. So we have our dates and our walnuts in there. We're going to add a little bit of flour to this because we don't want the dates to stick all together and get in just one cookie. So we're going to do that and then mix it all up so that way they're not sticky. Make sure you dig into them good and separate all of them because since they're sticky, they stick together. So you want to make sure each of them are separated and coated with that flour. Now we're going to set this aside and work on our mixture. Okay, you guys, super excited about this because my good friend Judy and Tim, I was talking to him about my Christmas list, and this was on my Christmas list, and I said nobody would buy it for me because it's super duper expensive, and they had one and they gave it to me. So shout out to my friends Judy and Tim. I love you so much. We're going to use this a lot. Okay, to my mixer, we're going to add 2 sticks of softened butter. Do 1 1/4 cup. I already put the 1/4 in there, and there's the cup. Now we're going to cream this together for 2 to 3 minutes. I stopped it, and we're going to scrape down these edges so everything gets incorporated. So just make sure you do that because you don't want just a big old chunk of butter, you know? Any sugar. Okay, now we're going to slowly turn this back on, and we're going to add 3 eggs. But 1 at a time. So there's 1, and let it get mixed up. And then 2. Sorry for the noise, y'all. And then we're going to do the 3rd one. Okay, now it says to add our dates and our walnuts. So I'm just slowly incorporating those. Okay, we added that, and now we're going to add 2½ cups of flour, all-purpose flour. So let's get into that. For flour, we're going to add a ½ teaspoon of baking soda going in. It also says to add a ½ teaspoon of water. I don't know why. That's what the recipe says, so we're gonna do it. Okay, if you don't have a sifter, just mix it up with a, whatchamacallit? One of these things. My mind's in a whole jumble. Beater. That way it just gets all the flour gets broken up, and you get that, baking soda mixed in there. You don't have to do this part, it doesn't say, but I like doing it because I think it makes it a little softer, in my opinion. But I don't bake, I cook, so we're all learning here. Okay, now we're going to take some of our flour mixture and just sprinkle it in a little bit at a time because you don't want it to fluff in your face and go everywhere. All right, so I'm gonna finish this up and I'll come back to you. Okay, I used my big pan and I got 34 on these. And I still have some left, so I'm gonna grab my other pan, but we're gonna bake them at 375 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. So we'll check on them after 8 minutes and see if they need to go longer. Okay, these are done. They didn't come out looking like Roths like my grandma did, but I think she used her hands mixing and I cheated and used a mixer, so I think that's the reason why they're flat instead of looking like a rock. But I already tried it and it tastes like it, so we're done. Let me know if you guys tried it.